Hello everyone, and welcome to the MwBest video. This video is going to explain your speaking test. Now, we have an MwBest PDF, so please download this PDF and follow along. The PDF for the speaking test has 3 parts. Part 1 is a section for reading aloud. For the test, you will read one of these 2 readings in 1 minute. I will be listening for pronunciation, time, and stress. To practice this, you can scan the QR code and listen. In your book, after you practice, you can check your time. Read all of it. Oh, that took me 60 seconds. Oh, that took me 45 seconds. You can check how long it took. The next section is picture description. There are 4 different pictures. During the test, you will have to speak for 30 seconds about the picture. There are some example sentences here, and there's a space for you to practice writing your own answers. I recommend you take some time and write 5 to 10 sentences about what you see. Oh, I see a restaurant, etc. Sorry guys, my pen is not very good. The next section is responding to questions. For this part of the test, you will have 2 questions. As you can see, 1 and 2 out of 5 topics. So there's 5 topics to pick from. You will get 1 at random. You have to answer 2 questions. So for this one, the main goal is not time, it's that you can answer in 3 full sentences. So those are the 3 parts of your speaking test. You can use the PDF to practice, but right now I'm going to go through each section in detail. If there is a part that you need help with, please use the bookmarks in this video to go to the part that you want. Okay, let's start out going back to part 1. So again, part 1 is these 2 pages reading aloud, pages 4 and 5. And let's look at these in more detail for the speaking test. So for the reading aloud section, it means that read out loud. During the test, I want to hear your English pronunciation. So for this, we want to check your pronunciation. You'll have 1 minute to read everything. We want you to use natural stress and rhythm. So for this, of course, pronunciation just means the proper sound of each word. 정확한 발음, the proper sound of each word. 1 minute is lots of time to read at a normal pace. You don't have to read super fast. Okay. Stress and rhythm is putting the canto, the rhythm, in your voice. We don't want you to read very much like a robot. You will read aloud the text on the page. Your pronunciation should be clear. No, we want you to put in some stress on the important words. You will read aloud the text on the page, like that. So first, I'll read through this one, then we'll talk about some little points. I'll read slowly first. Welcome to the brand new racing park. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting the MwBest. Behind me, there is a luxury hotel that will provide first-class room and board, along with access to a water park and small racing museum. To my left, you can enjoy several beautiful hiking trails through the breathtaking Taebaek mountain range. The rugged rock cliffs and ancient evergreen forests will leave you feeling amazed. So that was it slowly. There's a few difficult words here. Access, rugged, ancient. So please listen and practice that pronunciation. And you will see that some words are bold. They're darker than others. So when you read, try to say these words a little louder. I don't want to hear, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting. No. The words that are dark, say a little louder. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting the MwBest. So, in English, usually any nouns, people, places, things, verbs, okay, visiting, amazed, and adjectives. Sorry, really bad pen. Amazed, yeah, in that case can be an adjective too. Breathtaking, beautiful. These words you say a little louder. Okay. Now I'll read this one more time at a bit more of a natural pace. Welcome to the brand new racing park. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting the MwBest. Behind me, there is a luxury hotel that will provide first-class room and board, along with access to a water park and small racing museum. To my left, you can enjoy several beautiful hiking trails through the breathtaking Taebaek mountain range. The rugged rock cliffs and ancient evergreen forests will leave you feeling amazed. For reading 2, it's the same thing. We just want you to have the proper pronunciation, a nice natural speed, and good rhythm. I'll read this one time slowly, then one time normal. Good evening, passengers. On behalf of the captain, crew, and Korean Airlines, I would like to welcome you aboard Flight 389, nonstop service to Seattle. Your captain today is Bert Samuelson, and I am Minji Lee, the head stewardess for this flight. For the safety of us all, we'd like to request you turn off your phones, laptop computers, and other small electronic devices until we have been airborne for at least 15 minutes. So this one has a few words. I think the pronunciation's a little harder. So let's look at these. So Korean Airlines, this part, flight 389. You don't have to say 389, just 389. Seattle. Seattle is a city in Washington, USA. Seattle. Captain is Bert Samuelson. This is a tough word. Samuelson. Samuelson. Bert Samuelson. Okay. Stewardess. Request. Electronic. Airborne. So please listen to those words. You'll notice the difficult words are all the stressed words. The other words, not too important. So let's listen again with natural speed and stress. Good evening, passengers. On behalf of the captain, crew, and Korean Airlines, I would like to welcome you aboard Flight 389, nonstop service to Seattle. Your captain today is Bert Samuelson, and I am Minji Lee, the head stewardess for this flight. For the safety of us all, we'd like to request you turn off your phones, laptop computers, and other small electronic devices until we have been airborne for at least 15 minutes. Okay guys, so this is the reading section. You have the QR codes to download the audio. You have this video. If you practice just a little bit every week, you can get really good at this. Let's move on to the next section. Picture description. We see these kinds of questions on many different tests. TOEIC, TOEFL, there's a lot of examples of picture description on English tests. So, your goal is to describe the picture. Tell a story about the picture for 30 seconds. Keep talking for 30 seconds. Now, here are some examples. This one is broken into 4 parts, where they talk about the location, the action, the background, and opinion. I'll read this for you. You can use these sentences if you want to memorize, but these are more so you can use similar sentences. So, an example using 4 parts. Location. In this picture, I see a restaurant. The restaurant is busy. Maybe it is a Chinese restaurant. There are many people. They are eating and talking. Background. There are some old men, young women, and a couple with a baby. There are no windows. The walls are made of stone. This is a basement. Opinion. I think that the people are enjoying their delicious food. Okay, now let's listen to an example for number 2. Location. In this picture, I see a beach and the sea. There are 2 women on the beach. The 2 women are carrying baskets of fruit. They have 2 baskets each. Wooden sticks are on their shoulders. They are wearing hats. In my opinion, the women are strong. The fruit is fresh and delicious. Okay, let's look at the example sentences for picture 3. In this picture, I see an old man with his dog. The man is scratching his head while the dog is sitting on his lap. They are sitting on a bench near a store. The store is having a sale. The man is wearing a striped shirt and hat. In my opinion, the dog is cute, but the man is not. Maybe the man and the dog are tired from walking. Here we go with picture 4. In this picture, I see a beach. Maybe the beach is Haeundae in Busan. The people are having their picture taken on the beach. They are painted with many colors on their faces and shirts. In my opinion, they are having a fun time. I think this event is interesting and enjoyable. So those are the 4 pictures that will appear on your test. Talking for 30 seconds about them can be hard. You need to know a lot of vocabulary and use some simple grammar properly. So let's look at a simple way to do these picture descriptions. Okay, so let's talk about a simple system to use when doing picture descriptions. You get a picture. First goal is to tell me who, what, where. Who is in the picture? What is in the picture? What is happening in the picture? Where is the picture? If you can answer these questions, who, what, where, about the picture, that's going to be fine. First, just talk about what you see. The grammar here can be pretty simple. I see a man. Or there is a dog. Remember, you need a subject and a verb. The verb is just present simple. If you can add some adjectives, that's even better. I see an old man. I see a cute dog. But the basic is talk about all the things you see. There is a window. There is a bench. I see a man. I see a dog. Talk about what you see. Then talk about the actions in the picture. So not the be verbs anymore, the actions. So in this one, there's not many actions, but we have this. They are sitting on a bench. We want to use the present continuous, be verb, verb, ing. They are sitting on the bench. He is scratching his head. The dog is smiling. The man is looking at the camera. Always use this type of grammar, present continuous, for pictures. Now, it's kind of interesting, but we also use this for clothes. Wearing clothes, it's an action. So you can do the same thing. He is wearing a hat. He is wearing a striped shirt. He is wearing jeans. So we just need our present simple, I see a man, present continuous, he is wearing jeans. Okay? Now, if you still have time, then you can give your opinion. What do you think? You're not sure, but what do you think? So for this, you can just put I think, in my opinion. I think he is French because he has a striped shirt. In my opinion, they are tired from a walk. You can say anything. In my opinion, this man is ugly. In my opinion, this man is beautiful. Anything you want, put your opinions. So for this part, just remember, tell me, who, what, where? Any of these pictures. What do you see? What's the action? What's your opinion? Okay, let's move on to part 3. Okay, now let's move on to part 3. Okay, so in this part of the book, it explains that you're going to get 2 questions about one of the 5 topics. Your goal is to answer in at least 3 full sentences. There's some space to write your sample answers. Let's go through some examples now. Topic 1 is introductions. There are 5 topics. You will get one of them at random. For this part of the test, the student will not see the questions. Part 1, the reading, you see the reading. Part 2, the picture, you see the picture. Part 3, you're just listening. So this first one, tell me about yourself. Introduce yourself. 3 sentences about yourself. Here are the examples. My name is Chelsea. I'm 20 years old. I'm a Mokwon student studying math education. I love to go hiking, reading, and playing the piano. Or, let me introduce myself. I'm Grace. It's nice to meet you. My major is acting, and in my free time I like to go skiing, paint pictures, or have fun with my friends. So for this one, 3 sentences, anything about yourself. Name, age, hobby, hometown, anything you want. Make sure it's sentences. Question 2, how was your vacation? What did you do? This is a past tense question, so please put your answer in past tense. My vacation was great. I went to Jeju Island with my family. We ate Korean barbecue and swam in the sea. My vacation was not so good. I didn't travel. I stayed in Daejeon and worked every day at KFC. So for this, just notice. Was great. Went to Jeju. Ate Korean barbecue. Swam in the sea. Was not. Didn't. Stayed. Worked. All of these ones should be in past tense. So vacation, tell me, good, bad, what did you do? Topic 2 is hobbies or favorites. Our first one, what do you like to do in your free time? So we mean like every day. You have some free time, what's your hobby? What do you like to do? Try to pick something active. For example, we have, in my free time, I like to play badminton. I also enjoy watching movies and playing computer games. Or I'm interested in sports. I like playing soccer with my friends. We play every weekend. So these ones, just remember, again, we're just working on subject, verb, and complement. So I like to play, or I like playing, not I like play. I enjoy watching movies. I like playing soccer. Just make sure we have full sentences. Now this one, what do you usually do on the weekend? So on the weekend, usually, normally, every weekend. What's normal? I usually stay home and get some rest. Sometimes I hang out with my friends at the department store. I love weekends. On the weekend, I spend time at church and relax at home. Sometimes I read books. It's relaxing. So for this one, just remember, part 1 is about hobbies, part 2 is about the weekend. Try to have different answers for each question. Topic 3 is food. Question, are you a good cook? Please remember, this is a speaking test. You can't just say, yes I am, no I'm not. It's a good start, but for a speaking test, you have to get 3 sentences. So, my friends don't think I am a good cook, but I think I am a good cook. I can make kimchi soup and fried rice. Now, this one looks like, oh, that's only 2 sentences, but in a case like this, it's a compound sentence. This counts as 2 sentences, 1, 2, 3. So if you have 3 distinct clauses, 3 distinct sentences, that's okay. Or the other answer, I'm a bad cook. I can't make any food. I can't even make ramen or spaghetti. So for this, answer the question, are you a good cook? Yes or no? Then give me some reason or example. Reasons or examples. Part 2, is there any kind of food you don't like? Something you don't like. Could be no, you like all kinds of foods. I like all kinds of foods. I like meat, vegetables, fruit, pasta, and rice. There isn't any food I don't like. So that could be the answer. That's a little difficult. It's easier just to pick one food you don't like. I don't like greasy food. It tastes good, but greasy food gives me acne, so I do not eat greasy food anymore. Can be simple. I don't like cucumbers. They have a bad smell, so I don't eat cucumbers. 3 sentences about a food you don't like. If you can't think of a food you don't like, just make one up. It's okay to lie. Topic 4 is family. Tell me about your family. Example, my family has 4 members. There is my father, my mother, my sister, and me. My father is tall and fat, my mother is pretty, and my sister is short and cute. So this person described their family. Family has 4 members, not my family is 4. There are 4 members in my family. My father works for Samsung, my mother is a housewife, and my sister is a student in high school. This time you talked about the jobs. For most students, this is pretty easy, talking some basic information about your family. Next, do you live with your parents? This one's harder. You can't just say, yes I do, no I don't. Answer the question and tell me your opinion. Give me some examples, reasons. Yes, I live with my parents in an apartment in Dunsan. I have lived with them there for about 5 years. I like living with them. So they answered yes, they live with their parents, and they tell me about the situation. Or, no, I live with my friends near my school. I moved there 1 year ago from Nansan. Sometimes I miss living with my parents, but I like living with friends. It's fun. So this student has a different situation. It's a no, but again, a few sentences of explanation. Our last question is about travel. Where is a good place to visit in Korea? You can give any answer you want. Just tell me a place in Korea. Normally it would be a city, but could it be a building, a park, anything. I think you should visit Seoul. It is a big city and has many interesting places to visit. It is very exciting. So they tell me the answer, where to visit, why. Give me some reasons. Busan is the 2nd largest city in Korea. It is a port city. You can eat many different kinds of seafood and go to the beach. Again, where, Why? Our last question is a choice. Do you like going to the beach or to the mountains? We want what do you prefer? What do you like more? I prefer the mountains. There are many mountains in Korea you can visit. It is also very beautiful and peaceful. 2. In Korea, there are many beaches to visit. I like Haeundae Beach in Busan. It is the most popular beach in Korea. Okay, so with part 3, responding to questions, make sure you read all of the questions. Make sure you understand them. Look at those sample answers. They can help a bit, but the best way is in your book, write your own answers as practice. During the test, you can't read your answers, but it really helps you prepare. Okay, so that's the end of the explanation for your speaking test. I know this video was a little long, but I hope you just looked at the parts that you need help with. Good luck in practicing. If you need any other help, please send me an email, kevin@mokwon.ac.kr.